Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Cotton Candy here. Today is a short video. I'm basically just gonna talk about this rave that took place on Halloween weekend in Utah. Just a fair warning, it might trigger a few people. There was no social distancing whatsoever. Nobody was wearing masks. And I don't know what these event organizers were thinking, but apparently there weren't any bathrooms. And so with like thousands of people there out by Utah Lake, it was just, I don't know what these people were thinking. So yeah, this past weekend on Halloween, a event company in Utah threw this massive Halloween party out by Utah Lake. Apparently, somewhere between 3,000 and 10,000 people attended. Utah officials say that's what they were saying on the news. They're saying it's somewhere in between, and I know that's like a huge window, 3,000 to 10,000, but the operative word here is thousand. Thousands of people, whether it was 3,000 or 10,000, thousands of people attended this event on Halloween weekend. And as you can see in the videos, nobody is wearing masks. There was no social distancing guidelines. Honestly, my personal opinion of this is that it is so cringe. Like, it was hard for me to watch these videos. It was hosted by these event organizers, Utah Tonight and Tribe Utah. So this event was called the Protest on Halloween, and they were saying that they were protesting against these COVID restrictions on gatherings. And as you can see on the flyer, it says, gatherings are essential for public health, and by attending, you assume all risks associated with COVID-19, and please stay home if you are feeling sick. Because you know in Utah, mass gatherings are prohibited. They actually haven't really had any type of events. Like in Arizona, Relentless Beats is doing the pod rave. I've been to that. I've been to the Park and Rave drive-in raves in the one I went to was in Arizona, but they're now doing that in Southern California. So they've had events, and actually Utah did have a drive-in rave event that I went to. It was called Roll and Rave, but that was only once, and besides that, there haven't been any events. So I'm guessing that these people were just tired of not having events, and they were like, we're just gonna throw a party anyways. I genuinely don't think any of the promoters, any of the event organizers in like the real EDM scene in Utah, I don't think that any of them would do something this irresponsible. And so Utah officials got word about this, I guess reached out to the event organizers, and the event organizers actually posted that they were canceling the event 1 week before the actual event. And so what was really confusing is that they actually didn't, like, they said they canceled it and they clearly didn't. They went through with it anyways. They were basically just saying F you to the local laws. Maybe it would have been different if it was like a well-organized event with social distancing and like COVID-19 guidelines, but no. As you can see in like the videos, it was just a complete disaster. The fact that there weren't any bathrooms at all, like, that just blows my mind. Like, I know that there are still underground raves happening, especially in Southern California and Nevada, like in the desert, but from what I've seen, and I haven't attended any, but from what I've seen from the people I know who have gone, like, there's still some structure to those events. So like, there is usually social distancing guidelines, there are bathrooms, and so this was just not your typical even underground rave like the ones that are happening right now. This was just like a hot mess. No one was wearing masks, there's no social distancing, and you know, it says 18 and over, but I guess a lot of the people were actually as young as 16, and in general, it seems like the crowd was a lot younger, like a very young crowd, like between 16 and 23 or something like that. I don't know. I read that somewhere. It's all over the news. I will link you up to some of the news articles in the description so you can get more like serious factual statistics. I'm here just to summarize it for you and give you like all the videos so you can see what happened and then give me your input on what you think. Yeah, again, here are some videos of the crowd. It is so packed. They really do have this FU attitude because like they proudly reposted and posted all of these videos on their Instagram. Like, they weren't trying to hide the fact that they still had it. Like, they were really proud. The event actually did get broken up the day of because of an injury. They had to call like an ambulance because some girl was thrown in the air and dropped, and she hit her head and became unconscious. And so yeah, they needed to call the ambulance out there, which brought out the police, and the whole thing got shut down. Again, with the lack of professionalism and organization to this event, I guess leaving the event was a clusterfuck with all of the cars with thousands of people that came up and no system put in place for leaving. There was a bunch of car accidents. There's literally one accident where one car ended up on top of another. Now, besides the event itself, if it wasn't bad enough, these organizers have the audacity to encourage people not to get tested after the event. So this is one of the posts that they did. Let's get life back to normal by not getting tested for COVID-19. They don't usually give you treatment anyways. Getting tested simply provides the mob with more ammunition to control our lives. 2020 is on the line, and they asked people to please share. What? Like, I just can't wrap my head around this. Like, thousands of people got together, were this close to each other, and now we're encouraging people to not get tested. Like, the lack of responsibility and the spread of misinformation, like, it's just these event promoters, like, what are they thinking? They're such a bad role model. Like, okay, the event happened, whatever. Like, if anything, you should be encouraging those people to get tested. I can't do this video without constantly being like, because that's just how I feel. So this is my personal opinion. I obviously don't agree with the fact that they had this event. Like, I have been to drive-in raves, I've been to the pod concerts, and I know people have their issues with those events, but like, I'm telling you from experience, I feel very safe at those events. Like, when you go, you're with your group of people, you're not anywhere close next to anybody else. Everybody wears their mask. There's literally like no contact with anyone that you didn't show up with. Like, they're very well organized events and very safe. This was not the same thing. Like, it wasn't. And like, I know the news headlines, like the local news, are painting it as a rave-like event, a rave-like Halloween party, but just taking a look at the crowd, this is not the rave community. I mean, honestly, like, no one's even wearing candy in any of these videos. And this is a boomer thing. The boomers on Utah news, like, everything that's like this is just a rave. I appreciate that they just said rave-like and not rave, because it really, like, I really just don't think it was the EDM community. Like, yes, there were DJs, but from what I can see in the videos and from like the profiles of people who are posting these videos, it looks like they were your average college, really young party people. Like, you know what I mean? Like, partiers, but like really young college partiers. Like, it's a very different scene. Maybe even the club scene, like the club scene and the college party scene, but it wasn't really the EDM or rave scene, in my opinion, like from what I could see. Yeah, I'm against it completely, and I'm all for drive-in raves, and I'm all for pod concerts if they are safe, as long as people are being smart, are social distancing themselves and wearing masks. Like, as long as people are responsible, like, it's doable to do things and be safe if it's well organized. But this was not the same thing. Yeah, so that's my position. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think about this event, all of this. Have you guys been to any events since this whole COVID thing? Have you been to any of the drive-in raves, the pod concerts? Let me know in the comments what events you've been to and what your thoughts about them are. You can check out my vlogs and live set recordings of the pod and drive-in raves that I've been to, and I will link to them in the description. So I went to the Seven Lions Park and Rave, the Keizo pod concert experience by Relentless Beats. I did go to Rollin' Rave, but I never posted that vlog because, like, I got really drunk, and so I vlogged like the first half and then stopped vlogging by the time night hit. Was so drunk I didn't record any of the sets. I was just like living my best life, but I also drank way too much, and after day one I actually had to go to the hospital. So I went to the hospital and I was so sick, and so I didn't go night 2. Yeah. So there's no vlog for that one, and actually my friends provided me with all the videos that they took from night 2 and night 1 and said I could make a vlog out of that, and I just never did it. So I don't know, maybe if I find time this weekend I will put that together and post it. Really quick, I just want to say thank you to all of my subscribers. I hit 16,000 subscribers last week, and so I did a live stream on Monday just to kind of like hang out and talk with everyone who could tune in. I did it at like 11 a.m. Pacific time, and I just did it at that time because that's when I did it. But I heard that that wasn't the best time and that I should maybe in the future do it in the evening. The only thing about that is that it's really fun to have my subscribers in different countries also tune into my live streams. And so like the one we had on Monday, we had some people from the UK, someone from Germany, someone from Belgium, someone from Mexico. So it was a really colorful group of people we had in the chat that day, and I really like that. So like if we were to do a live stream later later on in the day, like it's the middle of the night, early morning, like 2-3 o'clock for some of these European countries, and we would miss out on their company. So I don't know. I have to let me know in the comment section when you guys think would be the best time to do live stream discussions on my channel. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more awesome videos about EDM and raves and drive-in raves and how COVID-19 is affecting the EDM and rave community and all that good stuff. Thanks again for watching, and until next time, peace out, Girl Scouts.